Hello everyone, my name's Miranda and today I am here to review the latest episode of The Walking Dead, which I believe is episode 4. Basically, shite is going down on Fear of the Walking Dead right now. Like, everything that I said before about how, like, I wasn't scared and it didn't feel tension-filled yet, that's a sentence, yeah. Everything that I said is wrong. Like, I'm still not, like, gore in your face, like, creeped out, like, scared, but, like, it's getting to the point where after I watch it, I need to turn all the lights on in the house and, you know, creep around with a baseball bat to look out for zombies in case they're trying to get into my house. It's definitely, it's starting to, like, edge its way into our mind, and I love the way it's been built up, that it's, like, doing it very slowly and very subtly to the point where, like, you don't even realize when you're reaching for the pillow to defend yourself as you're watching the show and stuff like that. But first off, if you haven't seen the new episode, I don't want to spoil anything for you because, like I said, it's definitely getting good and it's definitely starting to see the connections between everything, so I definitely don't want to spoil it for you. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, thank you so much for stopping by, but I will see you after you've watched it. Please just go now before anything comes out of my mouth. Nick, just go, please. If you're still here, that means you don't care if you're spoiled or you've watched the episode, which good for you on either counts. This episode was basically like the first one we've seen after the military has taken charge of the whole neighborhood and put up a quarantine block and everything. And it starts off very relaxing, actually. We see Nick finally out of his hobo clothes, which I was like, thank you, swimming in a disgusting pool, but swimming nonetheless. He has made the decision, some may say courageous, some may say stupid, decision to no longer take his pills. He's just going to go cold turkey, and that lasts for all of about 3 seconds before he breaks into his neighbor's house who has a heart condition and needs morphine. Nick steals the morphine, puts it in his toe, which is just, and we see now that he is back on drugs even though he's trying to hide it. I feel like Madison, when she found out at the end, she just nailed that scene. The actress who plays her, like, you could feel just like the disappointment, the like raw emotions on her face, because it was like awful that she was hitting her child, but at the same time it's like she had just basically seen barbershop dude whose name it's Daniel, right? Yeah, Daniel. Okay, there we go. Basically that he's going with his wife, but it probably means they're going to be dead because they're going to be killed, so she needs to take care of Nick and watch out for him. And you see like this guy that's just like giving up his life, and you see your neighbors who just got shot, and then you find out that your son is actually like alive and with his family, which so many people don't have, and he's wasting it away, and she just lost it, I feel like, because it's just like, if this doesn't get you to change your ways, what the heck is ever like gonna do it? You keep lying to me, and she just like lost it, I feel like, which was totally understandable, even if maybe her actions weren't. And I think Nick saw that in like how much she reacted. He was just kind of, he looked like afraid of his mom for the first time in his life. Like, he didn't look like mad that he disappointed her or anything. He just looked like afraid of what he had driven his mom to. So I'm hoping this will finally bring the change about that we need to see in Nick. But at the same time, that ending was so tension filled when they came and took Nick, because it was basically everything Daniel had been saying was going to happen. They were going to come in, they were going to take people, it was going to start, and like you couldn't do anything to stop it, and they took Nick, and I was so mad. Like, I don't even, like, I like Nick, but it's not like he's like my marshmallow or something. But when they went for Nick, I was like, you get away from him, you do not take him. And then they showed Liza, and I was just like, yeah, you better look sad because this is all your fault. And then like 2 seconds later, Madison is like, this is all Liza's fault, and I was like, thank you. So now that's gonna start driving the wedge even deeper between Madison and Travis. I'm guessing, I could be completely wrong, but I'm guessing as the season ends, it's going to be everyone at the house, and then Nick and Liza will have to do something at the hospital that they're at. Because if you have read The Fifth Wave or basically any other show or book like this, you know this hospital ain't gonna be what it seems. They're probably like killing the people who are too weak and are like, you know what, you can't survive anyway, so bye. At the same time, I feel like if it were to happen, because obviously we're gonna have to start losing some of the core characters, I feel like Liza would be one to go, and then Nick would have to be on his own trying to get back to the family. So I feel like Liza, they've kind of been setting her up as the antagonist now, in that she got Nick taken away. Madison doesn't like her. Alicia's probably not going to like her. Chris is mad at her because she left him. So I feel like it's not a good place to be Liza right now. So I wouldn't get too attached to her. I could be wrong, but that's just my feeling on the subject right now. And mostly what I liked about this episode is that we're seeing the differences in every single person and how it's starting to affect, like, their relationships and how they're seeing it. Like, I feel like Madison and Daniel are both people who understand that, like, you protect your own, you take care of your own, you can't take care of anyone else, and you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like Travis is still in the area where he thinks they're still, like, good in the world, that the people in charge are still right. So I feel like Madison and Travis already have this gigantic rift between them because they're on opposing sides. And I mean, in a way, they're both kind of right. Like, I feel like Travis maybe has more of his humanity, but Madison has more of a survival instinct. So it's kind of like saying which quality is better suited, which one do you value more. And for me personally, I feel like Madison is in the right in that she didn't want them to take Nick. She snuck out of the fence. Like, everything she's doing, I feel like I would do if I was in that situation. We know that you can't trust these people in charge. There's something they're not telling us. Chris saw that light. It was someone trying to signal for help, or someone that was signaling that they were still alive. Travis didn't believe him, so he went to Madison, which I really liked. I'm interested to see the relationship between Madison and Chris build up more, because I feel like Travis just kind of disregards his son a lot. Like, oh, just listen to the people in charge, listen to the people in charge. But the people in charge aren't doing what they're supposed to. So Madison listened to him and got Travis to, like, finally believe that there was actually someone out there that needed help. So he mentioned it to the commander, lieutenant guy, and then he got them killed. So congratulations, Travis. You are officially the worst person at being a savior of anyone, because you probably got your neighbor killed too. So if anyone ever sees Travis on the street, just run away, because he's not going to save you. He's going to do the exact opposite of save you. Also, Alicia's still, I feel like, a wild card. I can't tell, like, which side she's leaning on, because I feel like Nick obviously would be, like, in his mom's boat, like, just stay close to home, protect yourself. Like, if you see someone else get attacked, don't stop to help them, just keep running. I feel like that's his thing. So Alicia, I'm still not sure. And Alicia, I feel like they're focusing more on, like, the grieving process of her and Matt right now, more than, like, her survival instinct, or, like, what she thinks they should do in this world now and stuff like that. I mean, obviously she didn't want them to take Nick at the end. She told him to run and stuff like that. So it's getting very interesting and very twisty, like I said, because we're starting to see these different pieces and how these relationships that were once so strong, not still healthily functioning now that you've placed them in an unnatural, unnormal situation. Like Travis and Madison, I think, are the best example of that. But also, like, Chris and Travis and Chris and Madison, I feel like these are people that maybe wouldn't get along as well, or maybe would get along better if they weren't in this situation. And now that they are in this situation, the true colors are coming out and who they really are coming out. So I'm very, very excited. We only have 2 episodes left of the season to see what happens, because I definitely think, like I said, we have to start seeing more bodies, more people that we're emotionally invested in getting killed, getting hurt. Now that Nick is out on his own with Liza, which Liza, I can't trust her after that. Like, I'm just a suspicious person by nature. Like, I'm more like Nick and Madison, I feel like. So the fact that Liza's just like, yeah, let me leave my son, you take Nick, blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like I can't agree with her right now. And I completely agree with Madison. Like Madison's look on her face when she was like, Liza did this, that was my face. I was just like done with Liza and all her shite. I was like, get her out of my house. Get her out. Go. So if you watch the new episode, definitely leave down below your predictions for what's going to happen in the next 2 episodes and what you thought of this episode, because like I said, it's getting so good, and I'm so excited to see how it's all going to come to a head at the end. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more Fear the Walking Dead episode recaps, reacts, whatever you're interested in, let me know down below. And also subscribe to my channel to be told when I make all sorts of new videos. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!